Hello fans, what's going on? Coming back at you again here, Quartzsite, Arizona. I'm out here with CTAP 1 tonight. We are barbecuing hamburgers on the grill. Charcoal briquette style. So there's Jeff up there. He has been working on his truck camper today, installing, rewiring his solar panels, drilling holes to the roof, making holes in the roof.
And drilling holes into the wires.
Oops, I'm missing my external mic right now, but anyways, the sound should be fine. My hotspot, I moved my hotspot inside of his camper, so I'm doing this live stream off the hotspot, and we're out here. This is our camp where we are grilling here. That's the barbecue. We've got Ken and Ted over here. They're enjoying the what would you call this fire pit? What kind of fire pit would you call this? Gas
fire pit.
It's a gas fire pit. Gas fire pit. Puts out. So just checking back in with you guys, letting you know, still out here, alive in Quartzsite, kicking and screaming. What's on your mind? What's on your mind, Jeff?
My mind right now.
What's on your mind right now?
Trying to figure out how to get this screw back out. I'm screwing into the cabinet a clip to hold the wires up, and somehow I screwed right in between two pieces of wood, so now the clip is twisted, and so now I'm trying to reach up in there blindly and untwist it.
Well, the lighting is what it is. We've got our goodies out here. We've got we're having hamburgers here. You probably can't see a whole lot. I'm going to flip it around here. Oh, we have some light. Look at that. There we go. We've got light. Yeah, that'll be a little bit better. Read you guys' comments here. It's pretty cold here tonight. Got to flip the burgers right now. Who's watching here tonight? Who's tuning in tonight? Hello guys, just checking back in with you. Doing some grilling here tonight, having a little barbecue with Jeff. Charcoal briquette style. See if, how about, it's a little bit better lighting. Hey, what's going on, Andy? How you guys doing? How you doing, Andy? What's going on? What's the temperature like? Oh, it's in the upper 50s right now. I figure upper 50s right now. Grateful Days, what's happening, brother? Have you run the Jenny? No, I haven't ran the generator. My batteries are sitting at 12.4 right now. Monster Gaming Live. Hey, where are you now? Still in Quartzsite, same spot. Hey, the nice weather we're having, how's solar been the last 2 days? It's been okay. I haven't had to start my generator, but it's definitely would be a good thing to do actually. Kelly, how you doing, man? Good time. Long time no see. Haven't talked to you since last year in Havasu. How's everything going with you? Going with you, and I forget your wife's name. Your wife's name. Are you guys still in Sholo? Go check these burgers. They're about probably burning right now. I got to put the cheese on. Stand by for a few minutes, guys. I'm got barbecue duties to do. No, the trash is free. The dump is free. They don't charge you for the dump here. This is tricky to do a barbecue and do a live stream at the same time. Yeah. Got some Tillamook cheese. Tillamook from Tillamook, Oregon. Not sure if you guys can see the grill or not. Probably not. There you go. There's a little bit of a picture of the grill. Grilling on the charcoal briquettes. Doesn't get any better than this, huh? Doing live barbecue streams. We have what do we for bread? We're using some ciabatta rolls, some ciabatta rolls. Yeah, these are going to be pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna have to read and scroll at the same time here. Just Slimy Moto just made a new jump for my dirt bike. That's cool. Solar rocks, Grateful Days. Yes, solar is great when it's all set up right. Andy Wilson, do you have to pay to get rid of trash? And I already covered that. Nope, it is free. You don't have to pay to. That's better. Don't have to pay to get rid of trash. We're still in low snow on the ground, warming up a bit. Had about 2 feet the last week. Wow. You still have your 2-wheel drive truck, or did you buy a 4-wheel drive? Grateful Days with all this nice weather we are having. How has solar been the last 2 days? Yeah, it's been a little mediocre, I think, but we're still getting some amps. That's really nice to get free trash dumps. Yeah, it is. It's really great. They don't charge you to dump here at the transfer station. It's all free. Still have it, but bought a Jeep also. Oh, that's good. That's good. You still have your fifth wheel, or are you living in your fifth wheel? I think you're living in your fifth wheel, right? Still have it, but okay, yeah. Oh, okay, good deal. I'm really still loving my fifth wheel. It's great. Really happy with my purchase. It's working out really good for me so far. Real happy with it. So what's going on in the tubes tonight? Is there any other good live streams going on tonight? It's been wet today here. It's been cold. So not a whole lot going on in Quartzsite today. I guess everything was pretty much closed down. All of the vendors were closed. The kind of the big tent area, that was all closed. Nobody was buying or selling much today. What's on the drink menu tonight? We've got some Guinness. Guinness Drought here, courtesy of Jeff. C-Tap 1. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. Definitely helps out. Ready to get back on the road. All right. You have plans this summer to travel? I gotta go check these burgers. I think the cheese is melting right now. Okay, Ted, we got burgers. They're on. And if you'd like some mashed potatoes, I made some. If I didn't, should be still pretty good. So. Okay.
I'll leave this here for you, dog.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, it's almost dinner time. The burgers are done. Toasting up the buns right now. We got 8 people watching. Right on. Got to get back to Oregon this spring, summer to visit. Yeah. I should be up there this summer. Other than that, not much to update you guys on. Just doing these live streams, keep you guys updated with what's going on, what's new and exciting here. Try to give you guys a full effect camping experience. We'll stop by Florence and visit. Yeah, I think I'm going to be more than likely going to be truck driving this summer. So on my home time, I'll be home, but I'm not going to be living in Florence like I have been. Hey, Tillman, how are you doing? Good. Onions, laughing out loud. Yeah, I'm up here with Jeff, C-Tap 1. We do have some diced onion mix that I got the burgers. They're done, so I got to back off here for a minute and get back to work here. So I'll be just a second. Burgers are done, Jeff. How's the burger? Well, there went inside. Okay. All right. This is this is what we have.
John's still
We
on
have,
there?
yeah, John just came on.
Yeah, hey John. Missed you here, buddy.
Let me go ahead and spin it around here, and so there's
Oh, hey, I need to grab.
is Jeff
Hi,
up there.
John.
Whoop. There we go. Let's see. I think there he is. There's Jeff.
There, see, you recognize me now? Oh wait, no.
I just blinded you. You're gonna have to put your sunglasses on now.
Now do you recognize me, John? Kelly's gonna twist my head off for that.
Let's see. He says, "Did quit raining?" Yes, it did
Yeah.
quit. Yeah, it did quit raining. For right now, it did quit raining. So we'll see how that is. I'm trying to get some better lighting, but maybe you can see both of us here. Something like that. So that's what we're working with here. Total amateur out here. Total amateur on this live stream. Those of you who can't tell that. That probably makes it a lot worse. So anyways, we're going to get down to eating here, but we'll keep you guys live and talk to you guys. Okay, Jeff. This is,
All these goodies.
okay. Wow. Spear.
I need to get a replacement.
You got all the lights you have out here?
Yeah, that's what we got with these.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll get our burgers going here.
All right.
Tillman says, John says, now you're doing good. Can smell them from here.
Hey, so nice. And the smelling is good.
The smelling is good, good, good.
Okay, buns are.
Here, it's there on your plate.
Oh,
So you're all set up. Yeah.
thanks, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Look at that.
Yeah.
Melted cheese on the burger.
Yeah.
Let's try that again. Melted cheese on the burgers. There. Look
Melted
at
cheese.
that. Delicious. Guy knows how to cook.
Charcoal briquettes.
That might be better. Okay, let's go for it. Where the guys,
I don't know.
the wolves usually show up as
Disappeared. So
right about feeding time.
yeah.
Well, we don't have the garbage out here, so.
Very good.
Good. Glad you liked it. Probably could have put a few more on. We got 7 people watching. Thanks for watching and thanks for the thumbs up. You guys are awesome. Hope you guys are all having a good night, whatever you're doing, whoever you are, wherever you are. You know we're out here enjoying ourselves, having a good time. It stopped raining for right now.
This is tailgate.
This is tailgating. That's right. Tailgating. ask John why he's not here?
Yeah, but the thing is, well, I think John's just here, not here because he kind of thought to himself, I don't want to drive all that way. Giving you a bad time, John. You should have come, buddy.
Yeah. See, that's burger there. Not bad. Good taste.
You like the ciabatta buns?
Yeah, they're good.
I like these.
Yeah, they're good.
All right, let's go for it. Excellent. You are a good barbecuer.
Yeah. All right. Good burgers. Really good.
I put some guac on mine. Did you get any?
I put relish on mine.
Okay.
But yeah, those are good. Those type of buns are really good. We got 4 people watching. Trying to get some better light here, but
No, that work.
yeah, that helps. That helps a lot. Well, I have
There you go.
ketchup, mustard, and relish on mine with some Tillamook cheddar cheese. Really good. Oh, that's right. I've got mashed potatoes. I forgot about those.
Uh-oh.
There, I made some mashed potatoes. I don't want to miss out on those.
My burger, I did the Thousand Island guacamole and chopped onion method. Very tasty. This is kind of mean, sitting here eating barbecued hamburgers in
Yeah.
front of people.
I know it is mean. It's really mean. Tommy, are you still watching? John says, Wilson, say he like his flame charred, laughing out loud.
I don't blame him. How is Wilson? Did he ever get that thing cleared up? At the doctor's office? I think he had to take Wilson to the rocktologist.
Oh.
Wilson's his pet rock.
Oh, Pet Rock.
Yeah.
That's funny. I watched one of the documentaries talking about the Pet Rock and the guy that invented it.
He made a lot of money.
He made a lot of money, and honestly, like, it was really interesting. He was pretty genius how he marketed it.
What?
The Pet Rock. He made a like an owner's manual of how to use the Pet Rock and how to take care of the Pet Rock, and he basically tried to create the pet rock as if it was a real animal,
Sure.
and people they thought it was brilliant. So
Didn't the Japanese talk or something like that? The an electronic pet that you had to spend a certain amount of time on your computer with your electronic pet, otherwise it would fade away.
oh,
I forget what that was. Maybe
Huh.
someone knows.
I haven't heard of that.
That was really popular in Japan.
The pet rock, yeah.
And then the chia pet.
Okay, John says he took a ride to the moon the other day, and I have not seen him yet. Hanging out with the Chinese on the dark side, laughing out loud. The princess is still rehab, and Pig Boy ran off and married Frog.
Well, I can't blame him. I mean, if I saw a frog, I'd run off and kiss it too. Give him Prince. So, did you hear that the latest headline I read was that the Chinese may have faked the moon landing on the dark side?
I'm not surprised.
Mm-hmm.
LOL. John. You ready for some mashed potatoes?
Oh, yeah.
All right. I'm going to grab the mashed potatoes.
And he made those with coconut milk?
A coconut milk soup base.
Mm-hmm.
They are honest earth mashed potatoes, real Idahoan mashed potatoes with no artificial flavors, gluten-free. They're basically ready-made potatoes. You just boil water and just instant potatoes basically, but they're the healthy kind.
Yeah, I saw your video on that, and you were raving about it. You really liked it. That was a couple months back, I think. Excuse me.
Well, that baby's going pretty good.
Oh my God. There's enough there to do more burgers if you want one.
You want another burger?
No, you're good? All right. Yeah, I've got enough stuff, enough lights and inverter stuff running right now that I better keep the truck running.
As it's charging everything.
Well, yeah, I mean, this
John
would be-
says, okay, guys, have a great night. Stay dry and warm. Sounds windy.
Oh, you're
Yep,
not leaving, are you?
he's leaving.
Geez, John, come on. I mean, what is this? You come in, say hi, and then you say goodbye? I mean, that's like torture. Oh, boy, this is just like water.
Okay, have a good night. All right, I'm gonna go get the mashed potatoes.
Okay.
Keep these guys occupied.
Okay, well,
Tell them some stories.
sure. Well, okay, I'll tell them what I've been up against with installing my solar panel today. Ah, okay, so while Dalton is going to get the mashed potatoes, I'll tell you the story of my solar install today. I bought a new panel and I was going to put it on the roof today. I had to route some new wires to it, and while I was drilling for one of the new wires, I hit a piece of metal on the other side of the wall, and it made the drill bit kick over into the solar wire and cut it open and shorted out the solar. So now I have to replace both wires, but it's not that big of a deal because the existing wire was a 12 gauge wire and the new wire is a 10 gauge wire. So now I'm going to just replace both wires are the 12 gauge wire with 10 gauge, so that I have 2 panels on the roof now, and both of them will be fed by 10 gauge wire, and so that's better. It'll have less line loss, so I'll get better solar power from it. And then I am also eliminating the 12 gauge wire that went from the controller down to the batteries and replacing that with a 6 gauge wire, and that's going to help increase the amount of charge that gets to the batteries. The bigger the wire, the less line loss you have in the wire. So that was the big excitement today, and Dalton has been giving me a hand all day pulling wires and keeping me from pulling all of or the rest of my hair out. So Dalton's got the mashed potatoes here.
Got the mashed potatoes.
We're gonna do some mashed potatoes. And what kind of questions did we got here? Did I miss a bunch?
Hey Jim, you want a new plate here?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, I actually well, okay, that's fine. I've got a real silverware.
Okay, that's good. That's good for me.
Primitive, but effective camping here.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you, sir. Okay, so Dalton mashed potatoes. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah. Could have maybe. I mean, they're good. I mean, they could have maybe used. Oh, maybe a little bit more. Maybe base next time.
They're good.
Yeah, they're good.
Maybe it needs just a little bit of salt.
John says, laughing out loud, early to bed, early to rise. Yeah, 10 gauge is the way to go. How many batteries?
I have 2 Group 31 AGM batteries, and they are RV marine batteries. So they're not a true deep cycle, but they do work pretty good. They're about 4 years old. Another couple of years we'll replace them, and I might add a 3rd battery to the system. I priced one out at Discount Solar, and it was $300. And so I think I'll see if I can find a cheaper AGM somewhere else, but it needs to be a 105 amp hour battery to kind of match up with the ones that are there. And then the other problem is that a new battery will tend to discharge into the old batteries, so it'll work, but it won't work as good as it could. If that answers the question.
That's a pretty good connection. It hasn't kicked off or anything. So.
No, it's been pretty good. You
Yeah.
were so lucky to find that thing.
Wobbly? Tell me about it. Well, I'm telling you,
Mhm.
I burn up like 100 gigabyte a month with it. And I mean, I've gone over like 100. I've gone like 125 before.
Yeah.
And
you're unlimited.
unlimited.
Yeah.
And on throttle too.
Yeah,
Well,
no
I mean,
kidding.
as long as I can get this place, but it's on throttle.
Mhm.
I don't get network managed with it.
Yeah, see, and I've got unlimited up to like 22 or 27, something like that. And then they will kick me down during peak hours, but if there's not a lot of traffic, then I maintain high speed.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. Yep, your best battery is only as good as your worst battery. How many amp hours?
Both of them are 105 amp hours. And they weigh 71 pounds each.
Good potatoes?
Yeah, they are good.
Who do we got on here tonight? Who else is watching tonight? Not many people, only 5, but it's better than one. One is better than none. Pneumatic diesel. I just measured the headroom in my Lance 835 and it's 6'8". Yeah, that sounds about right. J Taggart, LOL. Let's see, Jay, you were busting me about something yesterday. Oh, the dump. Yeah, you were busting my chops about dumping that small bag of garbage off at the dump. Maybe I wanted to ride down to the dump. Huh? How about that? Oh yeah. He was saying that small little bag of garbage I had, driving all the way down the dump to get rid of it. You busted me a hard time about it.
You did other things in town too, didn't you?
I used some other things, but
Yeah. Okay. So
I'm just throwing the ball back here.
I know Kelly's watching, but
Not getting anything out of Kelly.
yeah, where's Kelly at?
I just sent a truckload to the dump a little earlier. Dumpster diving? Oh no, I dropped. If I could speak right, I dropped off a bag of garbage at the transfer station in Quartzsite, and it was kind of a small bag, about an 8-gallon size trash bag of trash. But no dumpster diving.
You know,
I caught Jeff doing some of that the other day, though. I told him to knock it off. I told him to get a job.
It was delicious.
Thank you for the thumbs up.
I drove by the dumpster up at the RTR yesterday, and
Oh, it was overflowing.
Mounded way.
Way.
It's like a third again higher, and it's probably even worse now. The garbage company is going to make them take off enough so that it is level with the top of the container. They've done that before on different events.
Yeah, it was. I saw it last night on Hobotech's video, where he was riding around through the campground on his scooter. Is it a scooter or electric bike? It's an electric bike, and he showed a picture of the dumpster. That thing was just pyramided over. I mean, I don't know how the hauling, how the truck drivers are gonna deal with that. They're probably gonna end up having to throw some of it on the ground to haul it away.
Mm-hmm.
Always something going on out here in Quartzsite.
Yeah, the fog around the Dome Rock was pretty cool this morning. It was you could see the base, and then the rest of the mountain was just buried in fog.
So, what else is good? What else is new?
Well, I'm just about to make myself climb back up there, and I want to. I'm going to tape the wires around the vent pipe so that they go to the vent pipe instead of rub against the roof and aluminum and stuff, kind of protective. And then I'm going to caulk around the pipe up there, seal that.
Before it rains again tonight?
Oh yeah, yeah. And then I'm going to set the base down in die-core. It had the clay, not the butyl tape, but the clay tape. And I'm going to try and set it into die-core and then put the cap on and cover everything up in die-core. Got to get up there, polish and clean.
Good night, John. He says he's got to go. Got to go now. Good night. Tillman, yeah.
Yeah. Good night, John. Nice talking to you.
How many holes do you have in your roof that you need to cover? he's got holes drilled in his roof.
Oh no, they're the holes are right next to the pipe. They go completely under the cover for the vent, for the sewer pipe vent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, they're dropping like flies now. Excuse me, dropping like flies. Good night, Jay.
I think you're making everybody hungry.
Probably. It's really rude to eat in front of people, isn't it? But
Not
this is
if
it.
they're
This
eating
is
with you.
YouTube land, so different rules apply, right?
Yeah. Well, basically what it was is we made dinner, which was a barbecue with cheeseburgers, and then Dalton used his secret recipe for mashed potatoes, and then we were basically what it was is Dalton was sampling his potatoes with me. I was kind of the guinea pig for the rest of you people, and his potatoes are good. Everything he says about them is verified now. So that's what we're doing is we're doing a taste test.
A taste test. Taste test. Guinness.
Okay, now that is flat mean drinking a Guinness in front of everybody.
That's flat mean. That was for all the trolls. People trolling my channel here.
You know, what you could probably do at least is pour some over the camera and share it with people.
All right, Jay, you're still in the house. All right, that's good. That's good. Okay, I'm still here. All right. Well, we're just out here having fun, having a good time here, enjoying the what would you call it out here? Just freedom,
Freedom.
enjoying freedom. Yes,
You
freedom.
know, it really is nice. It's quiet here. You know, we have our two friends over here, and all I see is a soft campfire in the distance, and it's just really peaceful right now. It's like all your worries melt away.
Yeah, it really is nice out here. Yeah, you definitely, when you're out here, you definitely feel like you're away from it all, away from the big city progress, away from progress a little bit.
Well, you know, in a way, this is progress.
This is progress, huh?
Getting away from it.
Getting away from it all. Yeah, it's good form of progress. Good therapy. Good healing. Good for healing. Yeah. All right. Well, we won't get all sentimental and we won't get all philosophical here with you guys.
Well, even so, I mean, that is one of the roller channel things is to be philosophical and look at life.
Yes, absolutely.
And life is important to. You got to think about life every so often, just to figure out your own checks, balances, and what you want to do, and make everything the way you want it.
Yeah, it's easy to get when you get on the hamster wheel or the vortex. I like to refer to it as the vortex. It's real easy to get so far sucked in that you kind of lose yourself in it and forget that you have some control over your choices. But it's all good. We got 4 people watching. Well,
Any good questions coming in?
no, it's pretty quiet.
Pretty quiet.
Pretty quiet.
All right. Well, someone's got to want to know something.
This is we're pushing almost 45 minutes here. So if nobody has anything else, we'll probably Big D, you're still there. Cheers. All right. Cheers. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in and participating in the chat box.
Yeah, the little chats are fun. Just kind of a report of the day and answering people's questions, letting them know what's up, and we're contributing a little bit to make people's lives a little more enjoyable.
Yeah, definitely. We're definitely trying to be a positive influence.
Absolutely. So I'm going to have to hop back up on the roof there. I gotta
Okay.
get my pipe sealed and then set my. Um, I'm gonna keep working for another couple hours up there because I can have this whole thing done in about an hour and a half's time,
Oh, okay.
and then I'll be ready to rock and roll tomorrow.
Well, you got a full stomach of food, so
I got a full stomach of
ready.
food.
Yeah, you got took the edge off a little bit.
Mhm.
I know I can get a little uneasy if I don't have. If I'm working on a half stomach.
Oh yeah. Well, I had a beer and a half beer with that Michelob Ultra. That's it's okay, but it's just too much like water. It's just
Yeah,
too tasteless.
totally. I agree. Yeah.
So now I'm stuck with
Bud
20
Light was a little bit better.
Yeah, it is. Now I'm stuck with 20 more Michelob Ultras to drink, and fortunately they're easy to drink, and I don't think there's any alcohol to them. It doesn't taste like it.
Okay. Well, this may be another one in the works. What do we got here? A couple of questions coming in. We have, don't mind, Jay Taggart, sounds windy. No, well, it's breezy. We've got a little breeze going through right now.
But it's not raining anymore.
It's not raining anymore, which is great. Mr. Mountains, I thought I'd say hi to you. Well, hello, Mr. Mountains. It's good to say hi to you too. Hi, hello back. Wanted to know if you miss your camper. Yeah, that question, I actually answered that question in the previous live stream that I did today. But the short answer is no, I don't miss it. But I do miss it for when I want to go take adventure trips and go on just more kind of exploring and go into the backcountry. I do miss doing that because that's really what I do definitely enjoy doing, and I love doing that. So, but I also love being down here and living in my fifth wheel at the desert, and I'm glad I'm not parked in an RV park. So, so I'm happy, but there's got to be a balance and an imbalance somewhere, right? So, but yes, I guess the short answer is no. No, I don't miss it. I'm enjoying the comforts of the fifth wheel. You guys need a portable gas fire pit. Yep. Earlier in the live stream, in tonight's live stream, I took a show. I showed you my other friends over here. They have a gas-fired pit. Actually, I think I'll go over there and see what those guys are doing and show you guys their gas-fired pit here in a second. Northern Cal Dave, are we having fun yet? Yeah, we're definitely. I think are we having fun?
Oh yeah.
We're having fun. It's not all drama out here.
No. If you want drama, you got to go up there, top of the hill.
I didn't say that. He said that. Yeah, we're kind of in the drama-free zone out here.
Yeah,
Really,
no drama zone.
No, this is a no drama zone. This is kind of let your freak flag fly zone out here. So that's where we are, if there is such a thing. Are we having fun? Good answer. Thank you. Yeah, it's kind of the best answer I can give. It's the most honest answer.
As he takes another swig off his beer.
What's the Rolling Stones song? You can't always get what you want, but you get what you need. That's how it went, right?
You can't always get what you want, but if you try it sometime, you'll find you get what you need.
You get what you need.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a good song.
Yeah, it's a good one. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with it because it's like I think you can get what you need and get what you want. So it's like I think you can get what you need and you can get what you want. So, I don't think that life is an either or like situation. I don't think life is you can have this or you can have that. No, I think you can have this and you can have that. That's the way I think about life. Okay, there's a little more philosophy for you there. Take what you want, do what you want to do with it.
Here's a question for you. Karen Carpenter's Top of the World or Van Halen's Standing on Top of the World?
Oh, Van Halen, stand on top of the world all day, every day, Van Halen, yes. Coming from the biggest Van Halen fan right here. Yeah.
I'm such a Van Halen fan, I've got pictures of Valerie Bertinelli all over my room.
Valerie Bertinelli. Yeah, it's amazing that Eddie was together with her for that long.
They've been separate for how long now?
I think since like 2009, I think.
2009.
And then Eddie remarried to
Uh-huh.
I don't know exactly who his newest wife is, but yeah, they were kind of yin and yang. At least your dumpster not full. Yeah, no, we don't have any dumpsters here. This is self-serve here, or
Yeah, self-serve.
self-serve.
But I will say that my passenger front seat is getting a little full. That's where my garbage goes until I get to the dump.
Looks like my friends over here are packing up for the night, so they're wimping out here. You guys call it packing it in for the night? Oh, geez. Got some weak. No. I'm not gonna throw my friends under the bus. I don't do that.
Well, they do drive buses though.
Yeah, well, that's funny. He just said they do drive buses, though. Yes, they do. They drive diesel pusher buses. So, I guess that would be the incorrect thing to say in that sentence. What do we got here? I agree. Never cared for that song for that very reason.
Which one?
Oh, for the you get what you can't always get what you want, but get what you need kind of thing. Yeah. Oh, okay. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, I know. I agree. I've kind of never actually. Yeah, I've never really cared for that song. Also, it's kind of it. I think it imposes kind of some lack thinking in your brain instead of abundance thinking with what's possible for you and all that. So anyways, you got to be careful what you put in your computer up here. Really important. This is the ruler of the universe right up here in your head.
I would catch Dalton.
Jeff's making another video over here.
The live stream here.
Yeah, working on it. This is my practice. This is my apprenticeship right now of live stream apprenticeship here. I think I've only got about 10 hours maybe into my a 5,000 hour apprenticeship program for live streaming.
You're doing good. You're doing good. I like your live streams.
Okay.
Truck camper makes a good backdrop.
I still have my Diver Down album. Hell yeah, Diver Down was awesome. Little guitars. I think it's a little underrated album. I mean, that was kind of the album that David Lee Roth really liked, and he was a real proponent of that album. Dave liked to incorporate a lot of dance music into like some of the Van Halen music, and the Van Halen brothers, they didn't care for that album. That was definitely probably their least favorite album, but I know Dave certainly liked it. But it's got a lot of great songs on it, and I mean it's just got some different songs on it, but a couple are cheesy. But one of the things that people don't know about that album, Diver Down, Al and Ed's father played the clarinet on that album. It's called Big Bill, a song called Big Bill, and that was their father. And he got to play. He got to be part of the Van Halen dynasty, if you will, on one of their albums. And he passed away in like 1985, I believe. But a lot of people don't know that. I mean, Van Halen is just a dynasty. You got Wolfie playing with Ed and Al. So, yeah, it's just really cool. We got 5 people watching. Yeah, it's definitely cools down. It cools down out here at night, though. Interesting tidbit of knowledge. Yeah, I've read a great book to read. If you're interested in Van Halen, is a great book that was published a couple of years ago called Van Halen Rising. Great book, man. Like if you ever really wanted to dive into the deep depths of Van Halen, that book talks about from their early days to them making it big. But there's a lot of good stuff in that book that talks about the band that a lot of people don't realize. Just kind of one of the things, it's like a lot of people don't realize, and I'm giving credit. I give credit to everybody, but this is the one thing, my takeaway from that book, that book Van Halen Rising, my own takeaway, There's no way in hell that Van Halen would have been as successful as they were if it wasn't for David Lee Roth. And as much people hate on him, Dave was the marketer, behind that band. And he was a guy that, like, it was all his ideas to start wearing some of the flashy clothing, and, he put the style into the band.
Dave.
Dave did. Oh, yeah.
Dancing
And
Diamond David Lee.
Al and Ed resisted a lot of things that Dave wanted to do along the way, but it was actually those things that Dave presented to the band that really made them big and successful, because Van Halen was part showmanship and it was part musicianship. And it was like arguably some of the best musicians ever, top of the top. And then you had showmanship, and Dave, that's what Dave was. He was the showman of the band. Love him or hate him, Van Halen wouldn't be who they are if it wasn't for him. And but that's what I got out of reading that book. I like Sammy, I like Dave, I like it all. So I don't favor one version of over the other. But yeah, it's a great book. It's really a book. It's not only a book about band, but it's a book about, I just think about just success. About, I don't know, those guys, there's a lot of wisdom in that book about what it took to be, to get as big as they were. And but yeah, they worked their ass off for a solid 10 years before they, made it got a record deal. They busted their butts in clubs and playing, parties and everything. But anyways, and they also pioneered that genre of music. But that's my whole spiel on that. I love talking about it. Pretty passionate about Van Halen. First time I listened to Van Halen was back in 1984. I was about 8 years old, listening to the 1984 album, and I was pretty much hooked after that. And so, yeah, that's my short story. Howdy boys, we got here we go. Howdy boys. Sammy was good, a good fill-in, but David was the star of the Eddie on guitar. Yeah, I honestly, guys, I love both versions, but I think that when Sammy got in, the music, to me, it evolved to another level in the musicianship. And Sammy brought so much into the band. And, the music was different, but, man, it was good. It was all good, all the way up to Balance, I thought. So, yeah, the music definitely evolved, and but I think it evolved, for the better. Another thing a lot of people don't understand or don't know, back in when the band was signing on with Ted Templeman for their first record deal, Sammy was actually brought up as a potential singer for the band. Well, there was a bunch of contractual agreements with Dave and so forth. But anyways, he was kind of on the list to be part of Van Halen, because a lot of people kind of didn't like Dave. They didn't like his voice. They didn't like his antics, and all this kind of stuff. But anyways, that's kind of another little interesting tidbit. But yeah, Van Halen definitely, I thought that the musicianship definitely evolved, and Eddie's playing evolved, Al's playing evolved, everybody's playing just evolved, but it was definitely a different style of music. It wasn't that raw, edgy, brown sound of, the Roth era that everybody loves. But Sammy definitely brought in some really cool stuff. And Sam could play guitar, so it was awesome when Sam and Ed would jam, at live, live, Farm Aid. They did a jam back in 1985 together. It was really cool. Anyways, nostalgia, just reminiscing here.
Well, Dave is still, I think Dave is like the best front man ever.
I totally agree. So many people, Dave influenced so many other frontmen. Sebastian Bach from Skid Row, and who influenced Dave? Well, who influenced Dave? One of the people was a guy from the lead singer from Black Oak, Arkansas. Yeah, he influenced Dave a lot, and Dave kind of, everybody gets influenced by somebody, I think. A few people kind of come up with their own things. Geniuses like Eddie. Eddie was essentially like a genius because he took guitars apart and amplifiers apart, and he experimented with different things. He was kind of up there with your the guy that Thomas Edison. Just experimenting with things and trying stuff and breaking stuff, and just that's an innovator. Eddie was a total innovator that changed the whole music game. And all these other bands came after him, but he was the one that started it all. Your Kelly says I saw Van Halen with David Lee Roth in Portland in the early '80s. Rock on. Xanda Katz, is that Kelly?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's Kelly.
why did she choose that name?
I don't know.
Oh, you are lucky. You are lucky to have witnessed that, because, yeah, that was they were on top of the world back then, you know. But anyways, good times. Met Sammy in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Cool cat. Yeah, Sammy, man, is so cool. Like, I have so much respect for him and how he just presents himself, and just he's such a great ambassador of the rock and roll, just music. And you know, I have a lot of, as much as I praise Van Halen, I have a lot of things that I'm not happy about, you know, with just things that have gone down in the band and the way they've treated each other, and just it's terrible, you know. But that's what happens when you get big and egos get in the way, and it's just power tripping, and you know, it's hard, you know. The way the fans view everything is like, it's different than from how the musicians kind of like their world, you know. The fans, we love it all, you know, but it's like the musicians, they've got their stuff going on, and their battles with each other. And anyways, yeah, it's really sad. It upsets me about some of the things that have gone on, because with just the infighting and everything. I wish they would just do a reunion. I'm getting low here on my battery's running low, so I might have to hang this live stream up here pretty soon. But this has been a fun topic. It's got me flapping. It's got me flapping my lips a bit. I've been doing so much talking, I haven't let Jeff say anything here.
Van Halen or Van Hagar?
Oh, geez. It both, man. Okay, I'm going to answer it. I definitely am more, I'll be more of a Roth fan. If I had to choose one or the other, it would be Roth.
You know,
but I super respect, I listen to Sammy era music all the time. F-U-C-K, that's one of my favorite albums, man. Like, I mean, Balance, I listen to Balance a lot. Even Van Halen 3 with Gary Sharon, that's another great record. A lot of great songs on there. If you like, you know, that's the kind of music you like. At the Plaza Las Gloria Hotel, had 5 girls at the table all to himself. Lucky man. Yeah. Oh, geez. Yeah. He definitely had all the, anybody he would ever want, anybody he could ever choose, he would get. Oh my gosh, I love Black Oak, Arkansas. Jim Dandy. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny, when Kiss back in like 77 they tried, or 77 they tried signing on, you know. The first thing Kiss said, he said, "Who the hell is this, Jim Dandy?" When Gene Kinnison, not Gene, is it Gene from Kiss?
Simmons.
Yeah, Gene Simmons from Kiss tried signing Van Halen to a record deal, but it didn't go through. Can you believe that? It didn't go through.
Really?
So it didn't go through. Nope, they couldn't get it done. They couldn't get it signed. And then Ted Templeman finally acknowledged, because back in those days, it was like punk and new wave were going big, and a lot of people didn't kind of want to take a risk with the Van Halen music, because Van Halen, like, they were a pioneer of that style of music, you know, loud, raw, heavy metal, like, just kind of, that was something a little new, and they were the only ones really doing that.
I remember in high school, that stuff just took off. Everybody was buying that album.
Van Halen 1, yeah, and that's
vinyl.
Sold like 85 million records. To the rescue, yeah. Black Oak, Arkansas, yeah, they were